Hey people out there, my name is Vincent and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're completely new. And as you can see, I'm not in my usual surrounding for filming because I'm not in my room at home right now because I'm currently in the UK because, as some of you may or may not know, I moved here like 7-8 months ago to study here at university. So right now we are in my dorm room, or halls, or accommodation, how they call it in British English. And a lot of you guys always request a collection tour, and I did bring a few models with me here to the UK. So I thought it would be kind of fun to have a little dorm room / collection tour for you guys, and also kind of for me, because this accommodation is only for first year students. That means since I've almost finished my first year, I'm moving to a house next year. Therefore, yeah, I'm moving out of this room very soon. So this video is kind of for me as well, to kind of look back and remember what this room looked like. That's also the reason why I decided to film this so late in the year and not in the beginning, because I really wanted to have this room to look as much used as possible. I didn't want to film it right away when I moved in because everything was new, and you know, over the year you kind of collect more stuff and your room becomes more personal. So anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so let's start. This is the main door. As you can see, I've got my amazing Captain America bag, which I got in the US last year. Some of you may remember that I showed this in my Briar Fest haul video. But yeah, I got a lot of positive comments on this bag and I absolutely love it because this is my university bag. I take this to university every day with me. So if we move over here, I've got this amazing calendar from Jonas, that's his name. He's a German artist on Instagram, and his work is absolutely amazing, and therefore I had to get this calendar. Then you've got my wardrobe over here with my jacket on top, and I'm not gonna open that right now because I don't want that YouTube takes this video down for my sexy underwear, which I can't show on YouTube. And then up there is a completely mess, so we kind of ignore this. So moving on to my desk. To be honest, I rarely use this to do any university work because we usually have like study sessions in the kitchen. There's more room and stuff like this. But if I use this table, I mainly use it for model horses and stuff like this. So we've got some random stuff, drawing stuff on here. We've got this absolutely amazing poster that my friend got me last year, no, a couple years ago, from the US, and it is actually signed by the voice actress of Korra, and it says, "Hope you become an animator." And as you may or may not know, I'm studying here to become an animator. So this is really my motivation poster. If I sit here and struggle about life and studying, this is the poster I look at and remember myself, you are here for a reason. And because you pay a lot of money for it. But anyways, we've got some cables and stuff here, but mainly I've got my ring light here, which I use for painting models, for sculpting, for anything really, because I don't really have any other light source on this table. Down here we've got a few drawers. This is like super random stuff, so we're not going to really look into that. We've got my model horse drawer here with like a lot of sculpting stuff and painting stuff. And then down here we've got my Wacom Cintiq that I use for university. And then down here we actually got my snack drawer, where we have quite a few nice snacks, because you have to treat yourself as a student and sometimes eat more chocolate than you probably should. But anyways, up here we have a shelf with model horses and random stuff. So down here is actually like my model horse shelf. In here are like pretty much all my tools that I need for sculpting and painting. Over here we usually have like the models that I currently worked on. And then over here we have got my Schleich figures that I brought with me. So we've got the 2 unicorns that I sculpted 2 years ago, and then the most recent ones. And then in the middle we've got the lovely stablemate Briar unicorn Alberosa. And actually you probably can't see it, but it lately realized that I actually got 2 kind of versions of my unicorn. This one, which you can't see because it's focusing on my finger, has a slightly lighter mane, and this one has like a more pinky mane. So I'm like, that's kind of cool to have like slightly variations in your figures. But anyways, up here we've got a lot of books that I mainly got for university really, but I mean, I've never really read any of them, to be honest. But maybe they're helpful at one point, you never know. Over here we have got a few birthday cards that I got. We've got my Legend of Korra TV series. We've got this amazing jello with lovely Chris Evans on there. Then we've got, these were unicorn candles that one of my flatmates got me. Obviously they're kind of horses by now because they burned down and therefore they don't have the horn and my camera is not focusing on it at all. But anyways, we've got also the Frida medallion that I got for the National Model House Painting Month as like a prize this year, which was sculpted by the lovely Kylie Parks. So that's quite exciting. And then we've got my ukulele in the bag, which I rarely play here, to be honest, because the walls are really thin and I don't really want to have my roommates listen to me singing badly and playing ukulele badly. Anyways, this is a plant I got from IKEA, which I'm kind of trying to save. It looked really nice in the beginning, but I'm like in the process of killing it completely. It was kind of killed at one point, but it slightly gets back to maybe being alive, I don't know, but I'm not the best with plants in general. So anyways, this is like kind of the desk area. And then we get over here to my bed area. This is actually like a mattress. This is like folded, so if you unfold it, these are like 3 pieces. You've got a full-on mattress for like people who visit me here. They can like sleep here and stuff like that. And then we've got this amazing unicorn stuffed animal that I got for Secret Santa last year from one of my course friends, which is really, really exciting. Then obviously my alarm, because without that I wouldn't be able to get up in the morning, thing for like random stuff. We've got this amazing poster of the last unicorn, which I got from Redbubble, I think, which is actually from a British artist. I don't know the name, but whatever. But I absolutely adore this poster, and I think it fits quite nicely because I've got this long room and it kind of blends in with the shelf. So yeah, I just really enjoyed to have this poster above my bed. And then we get to my lovely bed, and I've got this amazing Avengers bedsheet for Christmas last year from my mum. And the amazing thing about it is that it actually glows in the dark. So all of these glow in the dark, and this doesn't glow in the dark, but on the other side you have got the amazing big giant sheet of Captain America, which glows in the dark. So it is absolutely amazing. And then super bright because it is actually really sunny outside. I don't know, they always say that the weather in the UK is also always rainy and stuff like that. But to be honest, since I moved here, honestly, it might have been raining for like 5 days in general. So it is actually quite nice here. Down here we've got the Last Unicorn figure that I got from ThinkGeek. We've got the Last Unicorn DVD, which I don't know if this is like an UK special thing, but I posted this on Instagram and a lot of people like freaked out how pretty this cover is, because the US version is probably slightly different, but yeah, this is actually a really pretty cover. And then we've got another plant that slightly survives because I don't know, it gets kind of some sun, so maybe that's the reason why. Then we've got this amazing light box here saying "Magic, do as you will," which is obviously a quote from The Last Unicorn. And since we're here at the window right now, you can see up there, that is my university, which you can't see because my camera is focusing on the super dirty window right now. But anyways, that huge ugly building is my university, which is really nice from the inside. So this is just really a 5 minutes walk to university, which is really nice because I'm obviously always late in the morning. But anyways, let's get to the exciting part of this video that pretty much everyone has been waiting for the last 8 minutes. But anyways, on top we've got the 2 boxes of the Last Unicorn figurines from ThinkGeek, because I've got a second one up here. Both of them probably are going to be customized at one point. We've got Prism here. We need to have like a little representation of Pride, really. And then I've got this guy, which name I totally forgot, but he's the web special from last year from their new Wildlife series, Briar, which I got secondhand really cheap from the lovely Anna. So that is amazing that I got these models here. So I brought this one from Germany. I bought this one, this was shipped here, and I bought the 2 unicorn figures when I was living here already, so I didn't bring them from Germany. But all of the other models pretty much are taken from Germany to here. So let's start. Oh, you can actually see me in the camera, in the glass. Hi. On top we got obviously my Last Unicorn and the Red Bull. This glass cabinet, I bought this at IKEA because obviously I couldn't bring one. It's kind of sad because obviously they're supposed to fight, so they don't really fit in that fighting pose, obviously, in this small glass cabinet. So I hope at one point I can display them, maybe even on a diorama, to look nicely and pretty, and they, yeah, harmonate. Anyways, down here we've got the 4 Smarty Jones that some of you may or may not have seen on my Instagram. They are my National Model House Painting Month models. If you don't know the National Model House Painting Month, it is held every year in February and is kind of basically a challenge in that way to finish a model completely in 1 month from start to finish, from prepping to finish painted, basically. So I took the challenge this year to finish these 4 Smarty Jones, which I got a couple years ago really cheap from the UK, and these are the first models I ever painted in the UK. These are the first traditionals I ever had. I only had like Schleich figures, and yeah, I'm really happy with how they turned out. And this is kind of the UK production, because this is supposed to be carried quadriga set. So someone in the UK is actually making the tech for me, and someone in the UK is actually making the carriage for me. So this is basically, I bought these bodies in the UK, I've painted and had them and finished them in the UK. I get the tech from someone in the UK, I get the chariot from someone in the UK. So this set is basically, when it's all done, complete, a made in the UK set. But anyways, down here, let me start from the left. We've got my Ariel custom, which is one of the few customs that I do own in my personal collection. Obviously I had to bring her because she represents an animated film from Disney, and I'm studying animation, so this was like a must bring, really. And then we've got this lovely guy who is the winter special from 2018. I'm just gonna try to take him out, which has this amazing color, which is like color shifting, and he's simply so gorgeous. So this is a model that I actually got that was shipped to Germany, and when I went back for the Christmas break, I took this guy back to the UK because, yeah, I got him and I needed him over here because he's so nice to look at. And then let me get to the last 4 models. Okay, so I just switched on the light of this amazing glass cabinet to showcase the last 4 models, because we've got Fortissimo here on the silver mold. We've got this Briarfest Special One, which name I totally forgot. And then we've got Latigo, which is a Premier Club model. And then we've got the Dark Surprise model from Briarfest last year, which was the Surprise model, which I got for the first time in glossy. It's probably really hard to see right now because it's quite dark down here. But a little background story on those 4 models, because I've been to Briarfest 4 times now, and every year there was something different that was special, so I decided to bring one model that represents one Briarfest that I went to. So Briarfest 2015 was my first year, and I got this amazing Latigo in the Ninja Pit of Death, and I think it's still one of my favorite models in my collection, and I think it's still one of the nicest Premier Club models ever made, because he's so freaking gorgeous and so detailed. And yeah, in my collection at home he wasn't really appreciated that much because, yeah, he was back with all the other models. And then 2016 we've got Fortissimo, which I got in the Ninja Pit as well, which is a connoisseur model, and they're only 350 made. And he is and will always be my favorite model in my collection. You can see that maybe, no, my camera is not focusing on it, but yeah, his number is signed on his Hof, which is 156 from 350. So yeah, he's simply stunning, and yeah, probably my most expensive and favorite model again in my collection. And he presents Briarfest 2016. And then we've got Briarfest 2017, which is this amazing guy, which I really didn't like before, but then seeing him in glossy, because he was half gloss, half matte, I needed this guy, and he was the last special one I got on Sunday, when you can go through the special run line without the ticket to kind of get the leftovers. And I was lucky enough to get him in glossy, and I think he's absolutely stunning in glossy. You can see all his deppels and all his details, not on my camera right now, but look at his color. I'm just, yeah, absolutely love this guy. And then obviously Briarfest 2018, we've got the Dark Surprise in glossy, which is the Appy, obviously my favorite because I love Appaloosas. And yeah, I'm really happy that I got him in glossy, and therefore I needed to bring him to remember this amazing experience from last year that I got him in glossy. So yeah, that's basically the collection part of my room. Okay, then really quickly over here we've got this lovely door that leads to my bathroom, which really probably isn't a lot to say. This is the bathroom. We've got a shower here, we've got a lovely fan that's going to cause a lot of noises in the background for the rest of this video. We've got a lovely shower which is really nice and hot, which gets hot quite fast, which is really nice. And then we've got this amazing poster that I got from Redbubble again, I think, of Cora, and I don't know, she's bending all the elements in this poster and it kind of fits in with the colour of my towels and stuff like that. And then you've got obviously a toilet, and then we've got a sink over here, which Avenger soap, and then all my stuff that I need. And then we've got a lovely mirror. So, bye. Okay, anyways. Get out again, so we end up to the last wall of my room where we've got a radiator because it is quite cold sometimes in the winter here. And then I've got this, I don't even know what to call this frame thing from a friend of mine that she gave me as a gift before I moved here, and it has got some really positive quotes on there that kind of, yeah, whenever I'm down I'm like, okay, get yourself together, Vincent. Then we've got this amazing card from Kaidi again that she drew. So this is a print that she gave me for a Christmas present last year. And then we've got this amazing unicorn head. As some of you may know from my videos from home, I do have one at home, but this is the smaller version of it. So this kind of reminds me of my room at home, which is really nice. And then obviously these antlers, like deer things, aren't supposed to be on there. This isn't from the original, basically. But I got these last year for Christmas, so I kind of thought there would be nice decoration on the unicorn. So you have unicorn slash deer. And then up here we've got another lovely poster. I don't know why, I never had posters in my room before, and now having so much room on the walls, I kind of want to have a lot of posters in my dorm room. And we've got this yeah, lovely poster with like galaxy, moon, and the Little Mermaid down here. And last but not least, I'm not really going close up on this because there are a bunch of pictures of my friends, my family. There's some model horse stuff on there. There's some stuff from Knoxville where I went obviously last year for breakfast with Erica. There's some stuff from university, some parties and clubs that, or events that we went to. This is kind of my wall that I can look back to or onto to yeah, see my friends and family if I miss them and stuff. So anyways, this is basically my dorm room tour. I think it is actually a really nice size. It isn't too small, it isn't too big. I've got enough room for everything I needed. I was really worried in the beginning because obviously you don't know what your room looks like, and I obviously wanted a glass cabinet for my models, and everything just, I think, fits in quite nicely. Nothing looks too crowded, at least to me. So anyways, that's it basically for this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and yeah, obviously when I'm back home, I'll make a collection tour of my collection home because it has been growing so much lately, and I keep forgetting that I haven't done a collection tour in years. I think the last one was like 2 years ago. Whatever. Anyways, I hope you liked this little introduction in my life. Yeah, that's basically it. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I don't know what else to say. This video is too long anyway, so I'm just gonna stop it here, and bye!